Venice, a city of timeless romance and quiet rebellion, was transformed into a billionaire's playground in June 2025 as Jeff Bezos, founder of Amazon Space Visionary and one of the world's wealthiest men, married Lauren Sanchez, a former TV anchor and helicopter pilot, in what became one of the most expensive and controversial weddings in the modern history. It held in a 15th century Venetian palace. This wasn't just a wedding, it was a spectacular firework, cultured fashion, celebrity power, and controversy all rolled into one thing, which happened in this wedding. But who then is Jeff Bezos? Really, who is Jeff Bezos? What happened to his first wife, Mackenzie Scott? And who is Lauren Sanchez, the current wife he married of recent? The woman at the center of the most talked about wedding in the whole world. Jeffrey Preston Bezos, who was born on the 12th of January 1964 in Albuquerque, New Mexico. His mother was only 17 years old when she gave birth to him, and his biological father left early, and Jeff was adopted into the Cuban-American stepfather Miguel Bezos. Even as a child, Jeff was obsessed with space, science and innovation. He graduated from Princeton with a degree in electrical engineering and computer science. Then he turned down Wall Street to chase something bigger. And it happened that in the year 1994, working out of his garage, Bezos launched Amazon.com, which is an online shopping space which gets you the best shopping and entertaining moments with Prime, low prices and great deals. But within years, this e-commerce exploded into a global e-commerce empire, forever changing how the world shops, read, and even thinks. Bezos built an empire, but always with Mackenzie Scott by his side, who was his first wife. Mackenzie Scott was more than Jeff Bezos' wife. She was his partner, his editor, and one of Amazon's earliest employees. She's a novelist and a Princeton graduate. Mackenzie met Jeff at a hedge fund in New York. They got married in the year 1993 and moved across country to launch Amazon together. They have been married for the past 25 years. They built a life together and a legacy together. They were blessed with four beautiful, amazing, and intelligent children. But in January year 2019, the couple announced their divorce in a joint statement posted on Twitter. It was civil, it was so respectful, but the timing was telling. Just days later, the National Enquirer published a bombshell. Jeff Bezos had been in a relationship with Lauren Sanchez. An explicit message and photos had been leaked on the social media space. This was so messy, public and painful, but it also revealed something unusual. Bezos didn't back down. He owned the affair, confronted the tabloid head-on, and even suggested political blackmail was at play as a result of this display. Mackenzie, on the other hand, walked away with nearly $36 billion in Amazon stock, which made her one of the richest women in the world. She quietly began one of the largest philanthropic giving campaigns in modern history. In the years, she had since donated over $14 billion to charity, becoming a powerful figure in education, racial equality, and women's rights. So, who then is Lauren Sanchez, who broke record and had the most expensive and eloquent wedding in the whole world? Lauren Sanchez was born in the year 1969 in Albuquerque, New Mexico, the same city as Jeff Bezos. Lauren Wendy Sanchez grew up in a modest working-class Mexican-American household. From a young age, Lauren stood out. She was ambitious, charismatic, and tenacious. After college, she broke into broadcast journalism, eventually becoming a host on Extra, a reporter on Fox 11, and later a co-host on The View. But Lauren wasn't just a pretty face on the screen. In her 30s, she learned to fly helicopters and went on to found Black Ops Aviation, one of the first female-owned aerial film companies in Hollywood. Her clients included filmmakers, real estate moguls, and even NASA. She had once been married. She got married to a talented agent, Patrick Whiteshell, a Hollywood power player, and had children. But life happened. In the year 2018, her friendship with Bezos evolved into something more and eventually exploded into public view, even before Bezos divorced his wife. With a curvaceous figure, glamorously styled hair and bold fashion sense, Lauren was and is still a lightning rod for both admiration and criticism. She had undergone the knife countless times. Plastic surgery rumor followed her everywhere. But what many forgot is that Lauren, like Jeff, is self-made. She's bold, she's strategic and unafraid of reinvention. Now the Venetian wedding, rich in love and excesses. The wedding took place in Palazzo Pisani Moretta, a historic Gothic palace overlooking the Grand Canal. Guests arrived on Mohegan boats. The bride wore costume Valentino, the groom a white tuxedo and diamond cufflinks, with the coordinates of their first date. Celebrities, billionaires, fashion icons and royals attended this wedding, and the likes of Andre Bosley performed. Oprah reportedly gave a toast. Security included naval police and anti-drone tech. The price tag estimated between 80 to $100 million. But just beyond the glittering chandeliers, protests surged. Venetian locals, fed up with the city becoming a playground for the rich, held up banners. Venice is not for sale. Stop the super yacht, and much more opera from the locals. Climate activists were furious. Bezos had championed sustainability while arriving with a carbon footprint larger than an average nation. Others accused the couple of flaunting excess at a time when families are struggling. Hunger is widespread. Economic breakdown is hitting on families and individuals worldwide. But the public obsession, the image, the power, the reinvention. Why do we care so much? Maybe because the story of Bezos and Sanchez is more than just a romance. Maybe it's about reinvention. Maybe it's about a man shedding his old skin. Maybe it's about a woman rewriting her legacy and the world watching, discreting and reacting. Jeff Bezos went from awkward tech need to space cowboy. Lauren Sanchez went from newscaster to billionaire's wife. And together they've sparked fascination and fury. Social media is filled with comments like, she's a gold digger, he's having a midlife crisis. That could be the reason he's getting married to her. They actually look genuinely in love, and much more opera and comments from social media users. Some even went ahead to ask, maybe they are all true, or maybe their love story is perfect, or none of them are even true. But one thing is certain, in a world where billionaires shape our lives, from what we buy to how we walk, to even where we dream of going in space, their personal choices resonate far beyond the aisles. In the final moment of their wedding, as fireworks lit up the Venetian sky, Jeff Bezos kissed Lauren Sanchez beneath a thousand-year-old archway. It was in many ways a fairy tale, but fairy tales have changed. Today's love stories are televised, dissected, and polarized. This wasn't just about a man marrying a woman. It was about power. It was about reinvention. It was about criticism. It was about love. Or at least the public performance of it and the uproar it has caused on the social media platforms. The whole world will keep watching. But for Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez, this was their chapter that was written in gold and sealed with controversy. What is your take, guys? Is this a modern love story? Do you think this is an ultimate display of billionaires' excesses? Or do you think this is about reinvention? Do you think the criticism is worth it? Or do you think this is about love and not about public performance? Do well to comment your thoughts below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the hidden stories of the rich, the powerful, and the world they shape.